I left home with my bag in hand, my mind in complete turmoil. I walked into the convenience store just to buy a bottle of water. As soon as I stepped inside, I noticed a man standing near the counter. The way he looked at me sent a chill down my spine. While I was choosing a drink, I heard slow footsteps coming closer. Then an arm slipped around my waist. I jumped and shoved him away.
What are you doing?
He smirked and forced me back into a corner hidden from the camera.
The lights inside the mansion glowed warmly, but for the first time in years,
Don't be so tense.
My heart was pounding. I looked around, but there was no one there. When his hand reached for me again, I stomped hard on his foot. He dropped to his knees. I ran straight out the door. And only then did I stop at a stone bench by the roadside and sit down. A little while later, Derpy showed up. It ran over and nuzzled its head into my lap. I lowered my hand to pet its head and let out a long sigh.
I really ran away from home, Derpy.
And then I started telling it everything. This afternoon, I went to see Jinu. I saw a pair of women's shoes sitting outside. I froze on the spot. Jinu opened the door.
RUMI? What are you doing here?
Who's in your house?
There's no one here.
I could still hear the sound of running water inside. Someone was clearly taking a shower.
I was about to walk in, but Jinu immediately stopped me.
RUMI, wait! Don't go in yet!
Why can't I go in?
Just calm down first.
He took my hand and guided me to the sofa. I looked around and then suddenly noticed 2 glasses of water on the table. One was normal, but on the rim of the other glass, there was a very clear lipstick mark.
And yet you said there was no one here?
RUMI, don't get the wrong idea.
What else am I supposed to think? There are women's shoes outside, the sound of water inside, and 2 glasses on the table, one of them with a lipstick mark on it.
Just listen to me explain.
I don't want to hear it!
I turned around and left immediately. I went home feeling both angry and hurt. The moment I walked in, I saw Mira sitting on the sofa.
Where's Zoe? Zoe isn't here.
I went straight upstairs to my room. I sat there for a while, then suddenly froze. Those were Zoe's shoes. I had seen her wear that pair before. My heart started pounding. The more I thought about it, the more everything connected in the worst possible way. A little while later, I went downstairs to the kitchen. Mira was making a glass of orange juice. When she saw me, she turned around and handed the glass to me.
Have a little.
I took the glass, but the moment I held it, it slipped from my hand and fell to the floor. The spilled liquid started bubbling.
Mira! What is this? No, RUMI, it's not like that. Listen to me explain.
In a fit of anger, I stormed back upstairs, grabbed my bag, and left home. I looked down at Derpy.
Just a moment ago, some creep tried to hurt me. Luckily, I got away in time. One thing after another. I swear, my luck is rotten today.
I reached into my bag and took out a bun. I was just about to put it in my mouth when Derpy's stomach growled. It turned to look at me with the most pitiful expression.
Are you hungry?
Derpy nodded. I looked at the bun in my hand, then gave it to him.
But why did you come out here?
While eating, Derpy explained. It turned out that just as it was getting ready to eat, Jinu had taken the bib it was wearing and used it to wipe muddy footprints off the floor. It got so mad that it left.
He used your bib to wipe the floor?
Derpy nodded angrily.
That's unbelievable!
The 2 of us sat there a while longer. Just then, a man suddenly ran past, snatched my bag.
Hey! My bag!
I jumped up and ran after him immediately. Derpy panicked and ran after us too. I chased the man into an alley. When we reached the end of it, he stopped. And he wasn't alone. There were about 5 or 6 of them. I came to a stop. One of them looked at me and smirked.
You've got guts, pretty girl. Aren't you scared chasing us all the way here?
Give me back my bag right now, or I'll call the police!
The whole group burst into laughter. The way they looked at me was full of calculation. Just then, a familiar voice rang out from behind me.
Stop.
I turned around. Jinu was standing there.
Give her bag back. Who the hell are you to order us around?
The group immediately charged at him. Jinu rushed forward and started fighting them. I stood there frozen, staring at the scene in front of me. He was taking on 5 or 6 men by himself. He fought back fiercely, but it was obvious he couldn't hold out for long. In the middle of the chaos, Jinu managed to yank my bag from one of them. Right after that, he ran over and grabbed my hand. He He pulled me out of the alley. Behind us, Derpy stayed back to block the way, trying to hold them off. Only after Jinu and I had gotten far away did Derpy hurry and run after us. Jinu pulled me into another hidden alley to hide. We were both breathing hard. He was still holding my hand, then slowly let go.
Will you listen to my explanation now?
I nodded.
The person in my house that day really was Zoe. But it wasn't what you thought.
She was walking outside, and I happened to drive past a dirty puddle and splashed mud all over her.
I felt bad, so I took her back to my place because it was close by. I let her shower, and while she was doing that, I washed her shoes for her.
I stood there listening to every word.
The 2 glasses of water on the table were for me and Zoe. The lipstick mark on the glass was hers too. I stopped you because she was in the shower at the time. That is all.
So, there was nothing going on?
There wasn't.
I lowered my head, feeling both relieved and embarrassed.
I understand now.
Jinu looked at me.
Now let me take you home.
I nodded. When we got back to the house, Mira was still there.
The juice bubbled because it was expired. I didn't notice. After you left, I checked it again. I had no reason to hurt you. I'm sorry. Next time, ask first before jumping to conclusions.
I turned to look at Jinu. He didn't say anything, but the look in his eyes was enough for me to know he was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Next time I'll ask and make sure I understand everything clearly. I won't run away from home like that again.
In just one day, because of a misunderstanding, I had run away, gotten robbed, and dragged everyone into all kinds of danger. That night, when Zoe came home, she knocked on my door and stepped into my room. I was sitting on the bed, hugging a pillow. Zoe looked at me for a moment, then said softly,
I heard from Mira that you misunderstood what happened at Jinu's place this afternoon. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just really confused at the time. It's okay. But Rumi, I would never do anything to hurt you. Don't worry. We're good sisters, aren't we?
I looked at Zoe, and the 2 of us gave each other an embarrassed smile. The next morning, Zoe, Mira, and I were walking down the street. Suddenly, we saw a large crowd gathered up ahead.
What's going on?
The 3 of us hurried over to take a look. As we pushed through the crowd, I froze. A man was being pinned down by the police and handcuffed. My throat tightened.
It's him. Who? That's the guy I ran into last night. He tried to mess with me, but luckily, I managed to run away. Are you serious?
I nodded.
That guy's done this several times, but he always managed to get away. He got caught today, so that's a huge relief.
The 3 of us looked at one another, and none of us said another word.
I reminded myself that next time I absolutely would not let things turn out that way again. But I never expected.
When I was very young, my biological mother suffered from a serious illness for a long time. My father worried and cared for her all night long. From the strain, he visibly aged. One morning, when snow covered the entire mountainside in white, my mother quietly passed away. I was too young then to understand what loss meant. I only knew that from that day on, our home was missing a gentle voice. From then on, he began to make up for it in his own way.
Surprise!
Oh, thank you! In just a few months, my father had already become the leader of a band of mountain bandits. In the eyes of outsiders, he was a frightening man. But to me, he was gentle and endlessly indulgent. Every year on my birthday, my father brought back many gifts.
Rumi, do you like it?
I usually just nodded to make him happy. Watching the children outside, playing with their mothers, I always felt a strange emptiness inside. Until the year I turned 10.
Rumi, tell your father. What gift do you want this year?
Papa, find me a mother! My father froze, his eyes both startled and bewildered, like a warrior who didn't know how to face the hardest question of his life. He was silent for a long time. Then he stood up.
All right, wait for Dad.
A few days later, my father returned from down the mountain. This time, he brought neither gold nor silver, nor any toys. He brought back a woman. Her name was Celine. I still remember clearly the first time I saw her. She wore white. The hem of her clothes was stained with mud from the mountain road. Her hair was a bit messy, yet her gaze was strangely calm, as if being taken here did not frighten her.
I took you to be my wife, to be the mother of my child.
Celine looked at him for a moment, then turned to look at me. I ran up to her happily.
I'm RUMI. Are you really going to be my mother?
She didn't push me away. She only looked at me in silence for a long time.
I have 3 conditions.
You've been kidnapped and you still dare to set conditions?
Father, let her speak.
First, you must stop stealing. If you want to live long term, you have to be self-sufficient. Robbery only gives you more enemies.
And the second?
You must train your soldiers.
Why?
Because if war comes, those who only know how to rob will die first.
The third?
Celine's eyes turned toward me.
Starting tomorrow, RUMI will study with me.
No! I don't want to study!
But my father burst out laughing.
Fine. I agree to all 3.
From that day on, my life changed. Celine began teaching me to read and write. Every morning, she used a twig to write characters on the ground. I rested my chin in my hands and sighed.
I don't like studying.
You have to study even if you don't like it.
Why?
Because when you can read, you'll understand the world is much bigger than this mountain.
In the early days, studying made me very tired.
I'm tired. I'm not going to study.
Celine didn't get angry.
RUMI, you can choose not to study, but later, when you want to understand something, there won't be anyone left to teach you. And I also don't want to be the mother of a badly behaved child.
From that day on, I truly began to study. And I don't even know when it happened, but at some point, I began calling her mother.
Mom, Dad, I'm home.
As time passed, life on the mountain gradually changed. Following Celine's advice, my father had everyone open up terraced fields, plant rice, and raise livestock. Those who once lived by robbery began growing their own food. Celine also helped my father